Alright, welcome back to another one of these videos where I play quests from Alora Fane creation. So last time we played Knife Quest. Those were a series of quests made by someone else. Today we are also going to be playing a quest made by someone else. This is Sausage Goblin 1 D-LUX. And this quest is made by someone else, as I mentioned, but it was actually not made by the same person who made Knife Quest. There were actually several people who were making quests at the time, and this is one of them. So I have been looking forward to playing this one. It is a rather interesting quest. You might notice there's a lot of these question marks here. Those are invisible signs which are used to examine things. So one of the ideas behind this quest is that every single tile is examinable. So we will of course be seeing all those examinations. I just want to point out, the extreme effort it must have taken to, make every tile inspectable. That is a lot of hard work and I appreciate that. So let's jump in. Sausage Goblin. So we are one of the very proud goblins within the Sausage Goblin tribe, a very peaceful tribe, which derives its status in society by the spiciness of their name, which they have to earn through various trials. So we are going to be playing as Celery, a young Sausage Goblin, so we are going to be playing as a goblin, lovely, who is set for greatness, but first we have to prove ourselves worthy of a sausage name. So we instantly jump into the action. There is no intro dialogue. Intro dialogues that happen after the intro, they are optional. Most quests use them, it seems this one didn't. So if you look at the protagonist, first thing to notice, he's very cute. Just a very cute goblin. Adorable. So we are a goblin. We have some we do actually have custom stats, so we might expect to see combat. We have good body, decent vitality, not so good soul and agility, but well, we don't have any spells anyway, so we don't really need soul. So we are equipped of course with a giant sausage, because we are a sausage goblin. I'm going to say sausage a lot, get used to it. And we have a pair of brown pants. These are not custom, so they use the default description which mentions this little bit here. So I will leave you to examine and wonder about how goblin genitals look. Try to imagine it for yourself. I have my own ideas, but I won't be sharing them. I don't think you want to hear that. So as I mentioned, we can examine every tile. So we can look at the floor, which is very shiny, like a dance floor. I sometimes actually joked about how the cave tile set looks kind of like a disco. I actually had one of my quests use a cave tile set as a disco. So we have this rock, which is actually a bed. These goblins, they just love sleeping on rocks. Doesn't seem very comfortable to me, but well, I'm not a goblin, so what do I know? So we have this water, which is mysterious as the sea. That's a good description. I like that description. We can examine the ceiling, which of course to our hero looks like just any other wall. It's a bit of a perspective trick. You might actually see that the perspective in this quest is kind of unusual. It's actually remarkable how many different ways there are of designing caves in this sort of engine. For example, here the quest maker actually put these wall bits underneath the ceiling, which is unusual. I don't think most people do that, but of course there is no real right or wrong way to do this. Everybody has their own style. Dang son, so this wall is very shiny and off the hook. Totally like a disco every day. But yeah, no beds and torches, sadly. There are no beds and torches in the cave tile set, which is honestly a bit strange, right? You would think that they would be there. So here we have a fossil. Oh, if only it was still alive. Then it could eat all of you, but it would be happy. I wouldn't be happy about that. Don't eat the goblins, they're far too cute to eat. We can examine the skeleton. So yeah, they're not real bones, they're from the bone store. Lovely, nutritious, healthy bones. For the whole family. Do all rocks have the same examination dialogue? Yeah, they all do. So yeah, they're all bats, I guess. Lots of bats in this cave. That means there's a lot of goblins. And that is good. So we can go to the chief up there, and this Bratwurst guy is guarding the door, but not actually, because yeah, we can't actually get past those lock blocks. So if we actually talk to Bratwurst again, we are going to maybe make a bit of a joke. Out with it, Celery. So Bratwurst is the worst at his job. Yes, wordplay. Maybe we'll be seeing more of these. So that's a funny one. I like that. Right, so there's only one split. There's no two splits. So yeah, if you examine the lock block, it says that there is actually no known key that can unlock this block. That basically means that you really can't open that block. Otherwise, it would tell us that we need a specific sort of key. So we have another goblin, which is of course very nice. There are never enough goblins. So we are actually going to have a final trial today, I think. Thank you, Nutmeg. Hopefully I'll pass. Oh. So we have to go to Kilbaza, which is probably some sort of food or spice related pun. I'm not sure what it is. So let's see. So Nutmeg also has a trial soon, so he'll be right behind us. But not following us. He's not going to join our party, sadly. Here we have Sodium Chloride, which is a great name for a goblin. So they're going to be cheering us on from the sidelines. Don't give up, Celery. We know you can do it. And of course, when their time comes for the trial, we'll be helping them too. Because trials don't forbid outside help. I think teamwork is important for a goblin. You know, they're pretty small, they're not very strong, but there's a lot of them. Maybe. And they're very cute. They're so cute. Right, so we can go down, we can go here, but we should go down first, do the optional stuff before the rest. So we can find this item. So we have some interesting literature, let's read it. Celery awoke early that morning, his muscles pulsating and glistening in the reflection of the water near his rock bed. He knew that today was the day to become a real goblin. But first he had to meet with his mentor, Cellbase. Cellbase. Ah, right. I see. Celery and Cellbase. They are misspelled versions of the names of the characters we will be controlling. So we can examine the lava, which, well, we don't want to burn our real little sausage here. We would never get it back if we did. So this lava, it helps keep the cave nice and toasty, as well as our little sausages. Little goblin sausages. Lovely image. So here we have a Sausage Goblin. This is interesting. If you watch the Quiz Quest video, which, well, obviously you would have, you might remember that there were questions pertaining to Sausage Goblins and Sausage Goblins. Those questions were actually references to this specific quest, which I actually completely forgot until I was memorized of that fact by the maker of this quest. So, oops, that was an embarrassing mistake on my part. Well, this Sausage Goblin is rather angry with us. You know, he's here having to give us directions as Sausage Goblins do. Even though we live here, I mean, why do we need directions? And he only charges 2 flowers a day. Oh, Celery is embarrassed. It's fine. So yeah, we've already been to our room, we've been to the chieftain, we have to go to the right. Do we get new dialogue if we talk to him again? No. Actually we do, but no, he doesn't want to talk to us. Oh, not all goblins are very cheerful, and that's alright. So yeah, we can again examine everything here, but most of the things don't really have new dialogue. Yeah, we see that actually some of these goblins have their own little rooms with nice little rock beds. Wonderful. And here we have the shaman, the chieftain maybe, or maybe just the shaman. Let's see, just there's some rocks. Let's talk to the goblins first. Sausage trainee. Wise tutelage. Oh, so they also want to become shamans. That's interesting. I always imagined that goblins are either born like as regular goblins or goblin shamans or goblin chieftains, but maybe in this setting goblins can train up to become goblin shamans. They all have the same dialogue. Oh, that's a bit of a shame. It would have been nice to have different dialogue for all of them. So here we have Kilbasa. Again, I have no idea what Kilbasa is. it's probably something. I have a joke for you. Wonderful. Very well, young Celery. So he is very yelly. Why is he yelling so much? It's more of a pun, but... Right. Wonderful. Hilarious. So I guess Kilbasa just has no indoor voice. Take this coin. We need to go through that toll booth. Wonderful accent. Right, so Kilbasa is going to accompany us. Please don't tell that pun to my students, I'll never hear the end of it. Right, so are we going to actually say it? Oh, we actually can talk to them again, wonderful. We are going, Celery, please. He doesn't want to stay here. So we can go back and talk to the other goblins maybe, see if they have some new dialogue. I don't think we can talk to that goblin, sadly. Sadly, of that goblin. What is he doing with that fossil? Maybe doing some excavation work, or maybe something else. Alright, so there is no actually new dialogue here. That's a shame. Maybe we get new dialogue here? No, we don't. Aw. So much for backtracking. I suppose it's to be expected. Yeah. Too bad, but let's just keep going then. Right, so we have all these rooms, but we are going to be leaving the caves now, I think. With the seed coin. So yeah, you can see we can actually use a seed coin on this lock block to make it disappear. Which also does actually use up our coin. So here we are. We are outside. Lovely. Which means we can examine things again. Yeah! So we have some rhyming. A rhyming haiku. Alas, do not sass. This grass, as it is alas, in matter and mass. Oh, that's great. We can examine the pavement. Yes, the civility of the Sausage Goblin tribes. I think the pavement is a bit insecure, maybe. We can examine this grass, which is diseased. Ugh, disgusting. Stay away from it. Or, oh, maybe the other grass is diseased, and this is the clean kind. But oh no, we've already, no. We've already walked over the grass. That's not good. Well, this is a well. I suppose that the maker of this quest has made this joke somewhere else. Well. You can examine the sand. The dirtiest dirt you've ever did dirt. Oh my. Think of all the dirty things you could do in this dirt. Right, so we have the same water examination dialogue. We can examine the trees. See a tree that you should greet with glee. Don't flee as a flea, but dream as the sea. Just pretend that made sense. Okay, alright, let us all pretend it made sense. I was going to make a weed joke, but it would have been pretty dank. Oh, funny. That's true, actually. I don't think the creator of the quest made that many posts on the community, but he was pretty active in the chat rooms, I think. Fans posts. Alright, so this is referencing the fact that the currency in these quests are named after flowers and all that. Bud seeds, stems, all that. Ah. So, what is this? Oh my, another piece of erotic literature. Selbase was an exotic goblin, well beloved by all orientations and a master of pleasure. Celery learned from the best. Oh my, we are learning so much from all this nice little literature. So I think we have to go to the right, so obviously we're not going to do that, you know, we're going to do the optional side content. in this quaint little village. Right, so there are going to be humans in this quest, sadly. Welcome to the Sausage Goblin supermarket, fellow goblins. Or bots, or meeks, or mandisi, or cinders, or vanies, or canines, or zombies. Are you forgetting about ogres? Oh, okay, no, it goes on. It goes on, alright. Very inclusive. So here we have Bilielia? I'm going to guess it's Bilielia. Bilielia. Instant diversity. What does this mean? What does this mean? what? What is she? Wait, what? Snazzy goblins. What? what? What was she planning to do with us? Maybe it's better if we don't know. Ah, finally, a Sausage Goblin. So this guy is named Venture Era. That's an interesting name. How are you? Where is Weapon Goblin? Alright, so he is being a bit condescending toward us. Oh dear. Embarrassing. Very embarrassing. You can find the weapon trader in the leftmost store. You can't miss her. Thank you, Sausage Goblin. Alright, so he is going to apologize for being dismissive towards us. Ah, right, so we can't toss a coin in here because you already used it. Ah, right, it's true. Those darn capitalist pigs. Oh, we can actually examine the houses. Interesting. This is a store. Gosh, you're in a supermarket. You need to start behaving this instant. You're not my real mom. Alright, so Celery is, yeah, he's not sure what to make of this. Right, so I think these all say the same store dialogue. Yes, they do. Alright, that's all fine. That's alright. Oh, part number 5, but we don't have part 4 yet, so we won't be looking at it just yet. Let's see. We have part number 6. Wonderful. We can actually examine the ceiling of the store. See that face? It's seen things it wants to forget but can't. What? What does this mean? Many trees sacrifice their lives for you to walk all over them. You are the M to their S. What? Maybe I shouldn't think about it too much. Oh, there's a parade outside. Well, if you can hear the music, then enjoy it. Right. Ew, what are you doing to this table? People do business on this table. What does that mean? Ah, so here we have salami. Lovely, lovely salami. Oh, thank you, Miss Salami. What are you waiting for? Oh, so we can't actually buy a weapon. Not until we get our sausage name. Well, we do want to earn that, of course. Let's see, what can we find in here? Another shop? Yeah, so it's the same dialogue. Let's see. Hello, Celery and Kilbaza. Oh, her name is Summer, it seems. Earn a good name, you hear? Right, so every shopkeeper is very congratulatory. They wish us the best. Ah, so we can't, yeah, so they're not going to be able to give us anything until we finish the trial, sadly. Let's see. Bologna's big. Begam Emporium. Yes, Begam Emporium of Jewelry. That was embarrassing, I'm so sorry. I'm going to rename my shop this instant. Ah, alliteration, it's difficult. It is difficult. It is fun to have alliterative dialogue in quests. I think a lot of people use that. Oh dear! It's the perfume department, the most hellish of stores. Not a good place to be. So we have to escape, quickly! Ah! Yes, so everything we examine here just tells us that we are going to just die of all the perfume. Horrible, horrible perfume. Ugh, torturous horror. Awful. I agree. These perfume shops, they are... they smell so bad. Right, but we did find, of course, more literature. Today's the day, Celery, spoke Selby's in a sultry tone. Celery was due to go down on a hot Italian goblin. Cellbase offered to help Celery with his task, which he accepted. Together they ventured to that sexy goblin's hotel room. Sausages firmly in hand, the two entered the dark room. "Hello, boys!" A seductive call beckoned their eyes to goblinhood. Lovely. Just lovely. Amazing. You'll love to read that. Let's see, so we have more fence posts here. And what's this? Chorizo! Our chieftain, it seems. Who is also going to just yell at us. Oh, and he makes goblin faces! He makes goblin faces! Yes! I love the goblin faces. They are just perfect. Perfect faces for the perfect goblins. My dear Celery. So it's our chieftain. Goodness. Oh my, so we are going to be fighting Hot Italian, who apparently hates us. Oh dear. Don't worry, Celery. Right, so we do have Kilbaza with us, so it is going to be 2 against 1. Which doesn't seem that fair. He hates everyone. Destruction sentiment. Fight valiantly, Kilbaza, for Celery's sake. Right. I will do Ness and... Oh, so he's actually going to talk in Goblin faces as well now. Interesting. Good luck. I wish you the brightest of futures. Thank you, Chieftain. There stands the Goblin Sauce's Chieftain. He's so dreamy. Yeah. He sends everybody's heart aflutter. I can imagine. Look at that. Oh, that big nose. Those firm, mighty horns. That red feather? I've never been sure whether that is hair or a feather. I've always assumed it's a feather. Well, let's see. This is a sign advertising the trial arena. Choice deeds. Welcome to the trial arena of the Sausage Goblin tribe. Inquire inside. Half-off. Well, I don't think we are going to be able to go inside of here, so yeah. We are going to have to be talking to Hot Italian now. Celery, my eternal rival. Forged in the fires of hatred and destruction. Well, he's a pretty... how should I put this? Intense guy, let's say. So we are going to be fighting. Oh dear. Why does Hot Italian hate us so much? Well, he hates everyone, of course. But why? Will we ever know? Will we ever find out? We'll see. Right, so we are going to fight him. Oh, we didn't actually look at the chieftains, I mean the sages, I mean the shamans equipment. So we have an overgrow spell, which does a lot actually. And Hot Italian is instantly going to attack Celery, that's not good. But the shaman also has a healing spell, so yeah, I don't think this is going to be very difficult. Hot Italian is hopelessly outmatched by us. Sadly for him. So we've won! We are now a Sausage Goblin, I suppose. Morning Starblade Wiser. I think that's a reference to... well, I'm not sure actually, but I actually did look at the editor, and Hot Italian was equipped with a Starblade Wiser Morning Blade, I think. You fought well for once, my rival. Ah. Andouille. Andouille? I'm going to stick with Andouille. Andouille. But our rivalry is not over yet. Internal conflict. What is with this guy? He's like the guy about Yuki or something. But well, we've won. Our name of Celery has been shed. And we are now known as Andouille. Like a phoenix. A spicy sausage goblin phoenix. A very erotic spicy sausage goblin phoenix. Alright, tune in next time to Dragon Ball Z. So here's a bit of a sad thing. I don't think a sequel exists to this. I'm not sure if there ever is going to be a sequel, but I would like to see one. I find this quest pretty enjoyable. I like the fact that you can examine everything. Just examine all the tiles. That's wonderful. You know, I'm sure that the creator of this quest had to put a lot of time and effort into like making sure that every tile is examinable, which means copying over like probably legitimately hundreds of examinations. That's a lot of effort. That is a lot of effort, and it is appreciated. So yeah, this was a pretty short quest, but there's nothing wrong with short quests. It was a fun bit. I enjoyed it. So yeah, we will actually be playing another quest from this creator. I think that's going to be the next time when we will be playing Battle Quest, which is the quest I referenced in the supplemental video to yes, the supplemental video of Knife Quest Revengeance. So that's going to be next. Hopefully next weekend, but I can't make any promises. As for this video, well, I hope you enjoyed it. It was fun playing this quest after all those years. It is kind of nostalgic. It is interesting to think that, you know, when you start playing this quest, you know, suddenly everything feels very familiar, even though you haven't thought about it for like years. So yeah, I would welcome any sequels to this quest from the creator, should the creator feel like making one. And of course, do keep giving us those erotic Goblin magazines. Those are juicy, they are wonderful, and I love them dearly. Stoppen!